Hi, Assalamualaikum. In this video, we are going to discuss application of first order ODE, application number 2, radioactive decay. Alright, we continue with example 4. A particular radioactive substance has a half-life of 20 days. After 50 days, only 100 mg has remained. Okay, find the amount of the radioactive substance initially, right? Alright, we are given the word half-life. Okay, so we can write population P equals to half P naught. Okay, from the word half-life, we can use half P naught. Okay, and then 20 days, so we can write T equals to 20 days, P equals to half P naught. Alright, we extract time and population from the given question. Right, and then after 50 days, only 100 mg has remained. Okay, the word remain here means because the radioactive has decayed. Alright, so we can write P equals to 100. Okay, and then find the amount of the radioactive substance means we need to find P, and then the word is initially, so we can denote as P naught. Alright, and from the word initially, we can write T equals to 0. Okay, we arrange T based on ascending values of time. Alright, and then we extract T and P from the given question. Alright, okay, P naught here means initial P. Initial P is not given, so we denote as P naught. Okay, P naught means P or population when time equals to 0. Alright. Okay, so now we need to find what is the value of P naught, okay, in this given question. Okay, so we start with dP over d time equals to Kp. Okay, and then separating variables T and P. Okay, we move dt to right hand side, it become multiplication, and then we move P to the left hand side. So we get this 1 over P dP equals to K dt, right? And after that, integrating both sides, okay? From 1 over P dP equals to KT dt, we just put integration sign for both sides. Then we integrate left hand side and right hand side, okay? We integrate left hand side, we get ln P, and we integrate right hand side, we get KT plus C. Okay, to integrate 1 over P dP, we can refer from integration of 1 over x dx. The answer is ln x plus C. So when we integrate 1 over P dP, so the answer should be ln P plus C. But we just put plus C only one side. Okay. Alright, when we integrate K dt, we can refer from integration of 2 dx. 2 is constant. Okay, K here is constant. Okay, so when we integrate constant with respect to x, so we get constant x plus c. Okay, constant here is 2. So when we integrate constant dt, so the answer should be constant t plus c, and constant here is k. Right? And then we need to write P as a subject. Okay, so to write P as a subject, we need to move ln to right hand side. Okay, when we move ln to right hand side, it becomes E. Okay, so we have P here as a subject, and then E, and then to the power of KT plus C. Alright, and after that, we separate E the power of KT plus C equals to e the power of kt times e the power of c using the properties of indices a the power of m, okay, times a the power of n equals to a the power of m plus n, right? Okay, then we can write p equals to c e the power of kt, e the power of c here, okay, we can equate to c constant because e, which is an Euler number 2.718 something, is a constant. So constant, the power of constant equals to constant. So that's why we can write e the power of c equals to c. Okay. And after that, we naming as equation 1, right? Alright, from the previous slide, we get p equals to ce to the power of kt, and we naming it as equation 1. Okay. So after this, we can substitute the first row, okay, into equation 1 to find c, and we substitute the second row into equation 1 to find k. Alright. Alright, to find c, we substitute t equals to 0 and p equals to p naught into equation 1 here. Okay, so from equation 1, p equals to ce the power of kt. So we replace p equals to p naught and then c, and we replace t equals to 0. So 0 times k, we get 0. And e the power of 0 is 1. Okay, so we get c equals to p naught. So our c equals to p naught, which is initial radioactive substance. Okay. Alright, after that, we substitute back into equation 1. So we get p equals to, we replace c by p naught. So p equals to p naught e the power of kt. And then we naming it as equation 2. Right? Okay, and then we use the second row information. Okay, to find k, substitute t equals to 20 days, p equals to half p naught into the latest equation into equation 2. Right? So from equation 2, p equals to p naught e the power of kt. We replace t equals to 20 and we replace p equals to half p naught. Okay. Then we get e the power of 20k. We can simplify p naught and p naught here. So we get half of 0.5. We get back half of 0.5 because the word used from this question is half-life. Alright. Okay, and then to find k, we need to move e to right hand side. Okay. So when we move e to right hand side, so we get 20k equals to e become ln. Okay, when we move to right hand side, so we get ln 0.5. Okay, then using calculator, k equals to negative 0.03465 up to 5 decimal places. Okay, we divide ln 0.5 by 20. So we get k. And then we can substitute into equation 2 here. Okay. And before that, we get k equals to negative sign. Okay. Because it is decayed. Okay. Alright. So after we substitute the value of k into equation 2 here, so we get p equals to p naught e the power of negative 0.03465 t. Alright. So we replace k equals to negative 0.03465. Right. Then we naming it as equation 3. Right. Alright, from the previous slide, we get P equals to P naught e to the power of negative 0.03465t, and then we're naming it as equation 3. So now we can substitute the last row into the latest equation, equation 3. Alright, to find P naught, okay, which is initial radioactive substance. Alright. So to find P naught, we substitute T equals to 50 days and P equals to 100 into the latest equation, which is equation 3. Okay, so from equation 3, we replace T by 50 here and we replace P by 100 here. Alright, and after that we get P naught equals to 100 e to the power of positive 0.03465 times 50. Okay, why we get positive exponent here? Okay, because when we move e to the power of negative exponent to left hand side, so we get 100 over e to the power of negative exponent. Okay, then using properties of indices, we can move denominator to numerator. And when we move denominator to numerator, the negative exponent become positive exponent. Okay, using the properties of indices. Okay, that's why we get positive exponent here. Right? And after that, we can use calculator to calculate this value. So we get P naught equals to 565.48. Okay, and then we put the unit milligram. Okay, because from the given question, the unit used is milligram. Alright. Okay, so the amount of the radioactive substance initially is 565.48 milligram. So this is the final answer. Alright. For radioactive decay, normally the mass is measured in milligram or gram, so we can use decimal value. But for population growth and bacterial colony, normally we use whole number, right? And before that, how to calculate this value using calculator? Okay, so from your calculator, first you to calculate e the power of exponent here. Okay, we use shift button here. Okay, and then ln. Okay, shift ln for e to the power of something, and then we put open bracket. Okay, and then we press 0.03465 and then times, okay, times 50, okay, and then we close bracket here, okay, and then we press equal first to find the value of e to the power of exponent here, okay, and after that we multiply, okay, by 100, okay. Coming up next, radioactive decay, applications of separable differential equations. If you like this video, you can subscribe. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Bye. Assalamualaikum.